Hello everyone, and thanks for joining. In this video, we're going to show you how to make a modern dried floral hoop using your craft kit from 1348. So let's get started. Go ahead and get all of your materials out of your box and place them together. Your floral stems will be wrapped together with tape to keep them secure. Go ahead and remove that tape so that they're ready to grab and easy to use. You should also make sure you have some scissors, wire cutters, or floral shears ready to use. Next, we're going to prepare our tape by tearing off 6 3 to 4 inch pieces. This will make it easy later in the process when we need some tape and our hands are going to be a little full. We're not going to need our hoop right now, so you can go ahead and set that aside. Now we're going to create our first floral bunch. Go ahead and grab a golden stem, and then go ahead and find a piece of million star. We're going to layer that right on top. Next, we're going to grab a bunny's tail and layer that on top of the million star. As you're creating your bunches, you can use 1 to 2 bunny's tail. You want to make sure you have one for each bunch, but if you have an extra, feel free to use it in one of your bunches. Lastly, we're going to take 3 to 5 of our straw flowers and put those in. Now's our opportunity to move things around and make sure everything looks the way you want it to. Perfect. Now we're going to hold our bunch together by grabbing a piece of our floral tape and wrapping it around the stem until you have 1.5 to 1 inches of the stem covered. Floral tape gets sticky when you pull it and stretch it. Then as you wrap it around the stem, make sure you're attaching it around itself so that it sticks. Lastly, we're going to trim off our excess stem and go ahead and just put those extra stems out of the way. All right, one bunch down. Now we're going to repeat that process. We want to go ahead and do that same thing until we have 6 total bunches. Now we're ready to create our hoop. First off, we're going to tear off 6 more pieces of floral tape so we have those ready to use as we attach our bunches to our hoop. Now go ahead and take your hoop and grab one of your bunches. You're going to place that on your hoop where you want the top of the design to be. Go ahead and grab a piece of floral tape and you're going to start at the top of the stem, wrap that around the stem and the hoop, and then slowly angle that down until you've wrapped the entire stem and attached that to the hoop, nice and secure. Make sure you're doing it really tight. You want to be sure that the floral bunch can't move around or slip on the hoop. If you have any excess tape, you can just wrap that back around up or just tear it off. Perfect. Now we're going to grab our second bunch and we're going to place that just below the first one. We want to make sure that the floral sprays are sitting below the first one and covering the first bunch stem that we wrapped. Then we're going to do the same process as before, taking a piece of tape and attaching that to where we already have our stem covered in tape and just wrapping that around the stem and the hoop. Moving all the way down until we have the stem fully covered. Go ahead and take your 3rd, 4th, and 5th bunches and do that same process over again. With our 6th bunch, we're going to do something a little bit different. On this one, we're going to flip it upside down so that it's facing the opposite direction as the previous bunches. We want to make sure that the florals are butted right up against that last bunch that we attached, and the stem is going to sit up higher than that. So it's actually going to sit above where our other florals already are attached. So we're going to be really careful and pull those back so that we can attach that stem in between our previous florals and attach that where we had a previous bunch already attached. So that's going to sit behind our florals and be hidden. Go ahead and fluff that and make sure everything's sitting in the right spot. If you do have a little bit of stem showing, don't worry. Now we're going to attach our Sola wood flower right in between where those two bunches at the end, our 5th and 6th one, attached. This is going to help hide any additional stems that may be showing, or if you have a little bit of a gap where you attached your bunch. So you're just going to take the wire and wrap it around the hoop. Be careful of your stems to try to prevent breakage. And just wrap that nice and tight. And there you go, a beautiful dried floral modern hoop, a lasting piece that's perfect for your home. Be sure to share your creation on social media at 1348 Heights. We love to see what you create. And if you're looking for more kits, you can find them at 1348.com/workshops.